There are many brilliant musicals around, but Willy Wonka never really felt like a regular musical to me. It always felt really special.
Close your eyes and count to 10.
Paul had always been a big fan of Divine Comedy and Neil Hannon and knew all his work. And he got in touch and they formed a partnership.
Neil's songs are funny, tender and emotional, and it felt like he could write songs that lived with the spirit of Roald Dahl.
A world of your own, where you can be free.
I worship the songwriting of Anthony Newley and Leslie Bricusse. The idea that I could emulate them in this film was, simultaneously terrifically exciting and terrifically terrifying.
Together, Simon Farnaby, my co-writer, and I, we tried to write lyrics. We really hoped that Neil would take these lyrics and embellish them and improve them.
Well, that all seems to be in order.
But in fact, what he did was throw them away and start again. When he came back with his own stuff, it was always a million times better, and we were really happy.
A world of our own, a place to escape to.
With the lyrics, they're mostly co-written with Paul and Simon Farnaby. I was able to take their sort of rough ideas and run with them. Collaboration, it's absolutely essential on a project this huge because no one person can do everything.
First you pick up the apparel and you stick it in a barrel, scrub, scrub.
There's so many elements to Neil's music. There's folk, there's all the instrumentation, and he's a great storyteller through his lyrics.
It's hung up really high until it's nearly dry, scrub, scrub.
When we were doing the big number in this shop, it just felt really magical. The music in the movie does harken back to old Hollywood musicals.
When it comes to songwriting, you need to take every scrap of ammunition you can find. I was delighted when they asked Joby Talbot to do the score for the movie because he's sort of taken my tunes and just run with them and made them huge.
My inspirations for writing the music for this film came, I think, first and foremost from looking at the visual language that Paul has created, and then secondly from listening to the songs that Neil Hannon has written. And the raw materials that I've been given to work with in his songs are sophisticated, very logically thought through, emotional and beautiful. And that gives you such incredible building blocks with which to construct the score.
Timmy's just such a brilliant actor, and he hadn't really done much singing before this project. And so I know for him, he was really keen to work hard at strengthening his voice, making sure that he was totally on top of the music.
And the city I've pinned 7 years of hopes on lies just over the horizon. I can hear the harbor bell.
It was just a lot of training, a lot of singing, and a lot of dance training with Chris Gattelli.
I can't say enough good things about him. His work ethic is just, it's unlike anyone I've worked with.
Never had chocolate like this.
This was the most physically challenging project I've ever been on. There isn't a scene that's really static.
Had chocolate like this.
You see him and you think, who else could do this? I mean, he seems to be born to it. Like, physically, he's perfect.
He just threw himself into these moves and the blocking just so much that then it's Willy Wonka doing it. It's not even Timmy.
You're coming in, some of you can already be out.
Christopher Gattelli's an amazing choreographer. He's able to work with actors and dancers alike and bring heart and humor to it.
You know, everyone has dreams, but I didn't even know this dream was even possible.
He was able to get extraordinary performances out of everyone because he worked from who they were and what they were capable of and trained them for months.
It just looks fantastic. There are huge numbers in this. Everything I've seen in this film, everything's done to a T.
Fellas.
Have you got the horse for chops?
I do, really.
To do a song and dance number in a film like this is a dream. And we got, I think, one of the really fun ones.
I love choreographing funny numbers a lot. So it was great and the actors were also great to work with, and they only made things better.
There's chocolate, and there's chocolate
You know, I think one of the things that people remember most about the original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory movie was the music.
Get yourself some Wonka chocolate.
And how kind of that just encapsulated that world. It's a similar story this time out, and it's just such a privilege to have the opportunity of working on a film where music is so front and center and so massively important.
The music, the choreography, and Paul's script all come together to make a really exciting project.
There is nothing that isn't exciting about this film. It's a dream come true, really.
With a musical where there's so much singing and so much dancing, it's real, it's all on screen, there's no CG, and it's just so beautiful.